Today we will be creating a stunning neon orange and gold striped nails. Similar to the coral nails, this design can be done with any colors and any time of the year. Here's what you will need for this tutorial: a base coat, a top coat, 2 or more colors depending on the style you want to create, some scotch tape, and a pair of scissors. So let's start our design. The first step is to apply your base coat. This is important because the base coat creates a foundation for your nails and helps the nail design last longer. Next, you want to apply your color. I'm using the orange. If you have different colors, if you use all matte, use your lightest, but if you use a metallic like I'm using, apply the most matte. This may require 1 or 2 coats depending on the brand. When you want to make sure when you're doing this design that your nails are completely dry before you take the next step. The way to test this is to take your nails and bang them against each other very lightly. If they feel tacky or a little sticky, then they need to dry a little longer. But if they don't stick and they feel completely dry, then you're ready to go to the next step. Next, you want to take your scotch tape, and you can get this at any, store or anything, and take a piece of the scotch tape and cut it with the scissors. I wouldn't recommend taking it right off the spool because it has a rigid edge, and make sure that you have varying widths of the tape. Once you cut them out, apply them to your nail. You can do them in any pattern that you want. I'm doing my pinkies horizontal. When cutting the strips, make sure that you have varying lengths. I think it's a more fun design, but when you do it, make sure it's not too thick because I have short nails, and I know that if you have too thick of nails, it doesn't look very exciting. So keep them as thin as possible so you can fit as many, and it makes the design a little more interesting and a little bit more different from everyone else. To change up the pattern, I'm putting my ring fingers, I'm making them vertical lines, but you can also do them crosswise, you can do them diagonal, or like cross hatching, and you can do whatever you want. Make sure you send us pictures when you do them. Next, take your next color and paint it on top of the tape. I'm using a gold, but you can use any color you want. And if you're using more than one color, make sure you paint in between the lines of the tape, and it gives it kind of a different look. You may need to do this over a couple times because the tape sometimes acts as a barrier. Once your color has entirely dried and it's not tacky or anything like that, peel the tape off of your nails. When you start doing this design, it's important to make sure that you don't cut the tape to fit your nail because it's just harder later on. You may find it kind of an obstacle when the tape hangs off your nail, but removing it becomes less of a hassle and it looks cleaner in the end. So you may have this, but when I was peeling the tape off, I had some imperfections. Sometimes the nail polish doesn't entirely line up with the tape, or sometimes it comes off with the tape with my thumb. Probably means I didn't let the nail dry enough before I put the tape on it. That's not a problem. If you have small details, just take whatever color you want to fix and dot a little bit of it. I'm doing this on a piece of paper, but you can do it on any surface as long as it's not, a desk. Dot a little bit on. Don't use too much because, you don't really need that much if the design's really small. And I'm using a toothpick. I think it's a cuticle pusher, but pretend it's a toothpick. And you just put a little bit of the color on the edge of the toothpick. And whatever your design is, you just kind of are going to end up dotting it in. So on my pinky was a little bit messed up, so what you just want to do is dot it in and keep the lines as straight as possible just so it looks clean and looks like, it didn't mess up. If you have bigger details that don't look quite right, you can either restart the whole nail, which will take a while, or if you feel you can do it, like on my thumb, just take the brush with only a little bit of the color and just brush it on very, very lightly. And then just it's important to make sure that it stays within the line, because once you kind of start making your lines wavy or, not keeping it symmetrical, it kind of loses the cool look that the design just has. Okay, I'm going to edit this video where I fix the nails because it's very, very long. Okay, I'm going to start from the third video to the back. Once you've fixed up any of the, I'll restart that, just give me a second. Once you've fixed up any of the minor details, take your top coat and put it on your nails. This is important because it protects your design and it makes it look nice and neat, and it gives it just beautiful shine. And you're done. I really hope you enjoyed this. Once you've finished fixing up your nail, take any top coat and put them on your nails. This protects the design, helps it last longer, and gives it just lovely shine. And you're done. We really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you attempted it, just send it to us, comment, send us pictures. We'd love to see them. This is a design I did a while ago with purple, mint green, silver, and gold. Send us things like this. It's fun to see different types of designs. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to follow our Twitter at jarrebeauty, our Tumblr, it's also jarrebeauty, and posted below will be our personal Twitters and Tumblrs. And see you next time.